Spiel 22 is going on right now, and Ravensburger showed up to talk about Lorcana. I'm going to go over everything they talked about. So they stated that Lorcana is going to be a game where you gather a group of characters to go on quests and gather lore. We already knew that from an article earlier this month, but we did learn something brand new. We learned the names of all the colors. So it looks like they're named after gemstones. And the colors are Amber, which is yellow, Ember, which is green, Sapphire, which is blue, Amethyst, which is purple, Ruby, which is red, and the only non-gemstone, Steel, which is gray. So I think this makes it pretty obvious that steel is not a neutral color. So everybody saying that is wrong. But these names actually give out a lot of information about what these colors do in the game, because each gemstone has its own signaled meaning. So let's take a look. Amber is typically for self-confidence and courage. And the yellow card we've seen is Stitch, who screams self-confidence and courage. I think the only person more self-confident than Stitch is maybe Elvis himself. So I think yellow is going to be unique characters with strong effects, much like the legendary creatures in Magic the Gathering. Not strong as in like, I'm going to kill your character strong, but strong as in like, just good effects. You know, Stitch, you tap a creature, draw some cards. You're building card advantage, that's pretty strong. Amethyst, which typically stands for spiritual healing, calmness, and wisdom. This is pretty straightforward. This is going to be your like support cards. You know, I think this is going to be healing, stalling, and a little bit of control. You can see with Elsa, it's very much a control card. I don't think cards for drawing are going to be here. Instead, they're going to be replaced by healing. So I think for if you want healing and control, you're going to go with purple. Sapphire stands for abundance, blessings, and gifts. So Robin Hood is blue, and his effect draws you a card. I think that's pretty straightforward as well. I think blue is going to be your ramp cards and your drawing cards. These are going to be the cards that give you more card advantage or ink advantage, which is mana in this game, the resource you play. These are the cards that kind of like put you ahead of your opponent, gives you more resources. So if you want to, you know, build a control deck, probably running blue with purple and then maybe one other color. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. And you might as well subscribe if you want more Lorcana news, because that's all I do. Ruby is love and commitment. Now, I don't really know a lot about Maleficent. I've never watched the movie. I don't know really anything about her. But I did a quick Google search. Said she was a beautiful, loving, pure of heart character. Until she was betrayed and then became an evil dragon or something. I don't really know. And honestly, to figure this one out, you're going to probably have to use the quadratic formula. Cross-reference that with the molar mass of every mole in the world. Multiply that by A just to accurately deduce what red is going to be in this game. But I'm going to give it a shot. So I think, based on the fact that Maleficent's a huge dragon with big stats and kills a creature upon entering the battlefield, this is going to be your strong creatures with strong effects. When I say strong creatures with strong effects, I'm not meaning unique creatures with strong effects like yellow. I mean strong creatures. I'm thinking dragons, giants, you know, just physically strong guys that win fights. For the red color, there's a lot of boss monsters that would fit into red. You know, like Ursula, she's committed to becoming the king of the sea, or queen, or whatever. And then, you know, Jafar, he's committed to getting the lamp. And every character in Disney is all committed to doing something, so this really works for any Disney character at all. And I'm not Einstein, so I really can't figure this one out. But I'm thinking strong monsters, pretty much green, just no healing and no ramp. So emeralds, inspiration, balance, patience, and wisdom. So Cruella de Vil screams none of those, except for patient. I mean, she's not patient as a character, but her effect screams patience. So I'm thinking these are going to be the cards that get stronger over time. You know, like play him on turn 1, and every turn he gains a 1/1 counter. Or every time you draw a card, you know, he gains stats. They start off weak, get stronger as the game goes on. Cruella de Vil kind of does that because bouncing something like a 9 cost is significantly stronger than bouncing like a 2 cost. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of reaching here, but I just think that patience is the key word for this emerald. So these cards are just going to be like ramping cards that get stronger over time, and that's what I'm going. Now Steel, the only non-gemstone. Now this one's so straightforward, I'm pretty sure Sloth from the Goonies can figure this one out, which means I'm going to struggle a little bit, but I've got this. When you think of Steel, you think of strong combat cards. You know, you think of swords, you think of shields, you think of armor, you think of Captain Hook's giant sword hand. So these are going to just be strong, combat hardened characters. You know, these are the guys that go in with the swords, the shields, and slice them up. So just a little fun speculation here. I think the colors for each deck are going to be as followed. If you're building an aggro deck, you're playing gray, yellow, red. If you're playing a control deck, I think you're going to be playing green, purple, blue. If you're playing a ramp deck, I think you're playing blue, red, purple. Or maybe instead of purple, maybe you might throw in the yellow. I think mid-range is going to be green, red, gray. And combo decks are going to be whatever cards Ravensburger didn't see doing some sort of crazy combo and people figure it out, and they're going to just combine them all together and be like, oh, look at this. I can bounce this thing 900 times and one-shot you. Anyways, if you want to see some speculations on Lorcana, what the popular theories are on how mana and combat are going to work, go ahead and check out this video over here. If you want to see everything else we know about Lorcana right now, go ahead and check out this video here. Thanks for watching.